it's a new format, so it's more Drytron.
Oh, look at all bling.
To be revealed. I played Ruler today, and I played a new card today, a few new cards, and so we're going to talk about them. Shout out to a pimp named Slickback. Vanity's Ruler. I feel like it's the second best choice. That's just my opinion, but in my opinion, it's the second best choice right now. As far as how to play Drytron, I feel like Megatron, the Megalith version, is like actually ridiculous because it is oppressive and it can go off and sight lock you. And using that Sprite Elf is just absolutely ridiculous. But Vanity's Ruler is still really, really good. And there's a strategy that I played today that literally worked. I played I keep wanting to call this card like Cowabunga or something. But Kirikara is like a reverse Dark Ruler. So it's like you want your opponent to activate all their effects first. And then you just tribute after they've activated everything. So it's like, hey, show me all your effects. Okay, die. And then she's 1,500 to start with, which for a hand trap is pretty silly. And then she gains 15 for each card you tributed. So like this can kill you. Like there's combos with Underclock Taker. I'm playing her in Infernoids. I kill people with her and Underclock Taker like continuously. So she's ridiculous. I can't say enough good things about her. And she's a fairy.
I was about to say that's a fairy.
She's a fairy, bro. She's a fairy. And she fits perfectly with the Drytron stuff anyway. It's like they almost made her for this deck.
Beautiful.
Rounding out the fairies, yeah, you know how that goes. Lancey, just because you have to search it. You don't. Diviner at 1 is just correct when you're playing Vanity's Ruler. When it's not, I think like 2 is correct. I don't see why you'd play any more than that. The Drytron names we always talk about. Almost maxed out. I would play one. I probably should play one and then make this one the DD Crow one. I didn't. I've been messing around with the DD Crow one, the beta. It's just not good enough. Yes, it beats like Shifter and Crow a little bit, but I have to mess around with it some more to really see like is it worth it or not. I just don't feel like it's worth it every time I play it because it only gets back a monster and not like the Ritual spell, which would be a whole lot better on the card. But again, crabs, rituals, you guys know all this stuff. I don't have to go over it. Finally got this in Collector's Rare. Shout out to him. So there is a card that I have been trying out. It's called Track Black. It'll flash across your screen. The card that's on your screen right now, folks, is Draconids. And Track Black pointing at this, a lot of times I'm dropletting, I'm Dark Rulering, I'm moving through my opponent's board. And being able to attack stuff multiple times and be able to draw off of that is just absolutely stupid. But it felt Win-More-ish in testing, so I didn't play it that much. Ancient and Ascended is extremely ignorant. It actually has a strong effect against Terralement to be able to banish something in their chain links, which can come up and be very, very powerful. But it's known primarily as a hand trap because it protects from targeting. But it also is an on-field, bounce it back to hand. So like you can literally negate something as an actual ritual monster and then it goes back to your hand. And then it's a hand trap. And that's very, very powerful. So I can't say enough good things about that. Clearly, you want to end on have this in your hand with Ruler and all that stuff, but it is what it is. Double Benton. So I'm not playing Idaten. I felt like it was in the way, like it was making me brick, and I just didn't like it that much. So yeah, Benton, Natasha. That's just where I'm sitting at it. Prosperity. I feel like you have to get to the point, and you have to get to these cards. And like if I'm getting, I love talents, but like I just didn't miss it. Novas. They just are what they are. For some reason, they won't move like normal. But Novas, triple prep, double Dark Ruler, double Droplet, double Cyber Emergency, and then just some of the new cards and making you like mess around with like ratios. I still don't know what's good, what's not. I'm tired of redundantly drawing this card over and over again. It can get redundant to play 3. It can get redundant to play 3. That's, you know, I try to, anything that's not consistency, I try to not play 3 of. You know what I mean?
How was the Dark Ruler treating you?
I didn't even see it today. I really didn't even see it today. And, that Karkuri though, this card, bro, this card right here,
Yeah.
it's death. Especially in other decks, like where you're not locked like you are in this deck, it's death, like death. Ultimate Slayer, new card. I don't know if it fits in the side. It's a weird card. It doesn't fit in the side deck because anti-spell is as powerful as anti-spell is, and like if you're starting to put in cards to deal with anti-spell and you want to play this card, it's just you're missing out on too much. But Ultimate Slayer, essentially, just to go over like what it can do in this deck. I actually literally played Sword Soul today, but there's going to be some different matchups. But like in this deck, Ultimate Slay or Ultimate Slayer in English, send this, and then like I outed an entire Sword Soul board. I like talked about it in another video, and then I did it today. Like it was Baron and Shishao, and I was like activate, send the Baron off the board, effect to add Ancient and Ascended one, and then protect me from the Shishao. And it was like, wow, that's kind of stupid.
Oh, disgusting.
So I mean, like this card is so much application. I could talk about Intis and all the stuff that's in your extra deck. Omega, you know, Omega. If you wanted to try it out in some, just play this card. Anybody, I don't. People are talking about this card's not that good. They're high to me. This card is very, very powerful. And then the one-ofs.
Yeah.
You know, it just is what it is. Shout out to the collector's shirt. Arclight, as far as the synchros go, these are the ones I'm playing. Diviner, a full Diviner, sending this plus 2 names equals this. That'll help you unbrick when you go in second. Diviner in 1 name equals this, which will help you go second. Arclight is the obvious target that you need for Slay and for Diviner, obviously. Getting into where the hell am I? Okay, my Intis just went somewhere. This guy.
Playing the Zeus.
Yeah. So as far as the ranks, like this comes up a lot. Needing the Zeus, it comes up more when I use anti-spell in my side deck. When I don't, it doesn't come up quite as much, but it's still really powerful. And when I'm playing the Vanities version, it just helps to have stuff to push through going second and just work. I'm playing this because of this. 1, when I get drolled, and then 2, because I'm siding this, and it's just too strong. And in Fucho, regardless, most of the time my end board is this and Ruler sitting next to each other, and they can't out this. And then 90% of the time they can't out the Ruler either. So, you know, it is what it is. And then Intis is somewhere. I don't know where the hell it went, actually. And then, like, mid.
Oh, it's in the back.
It's in the very, very back?
No, right there.
Oh, it is right there. There it is. Alright, cool. So I think that's... I did swap right before the tournament. I was playing some card. I'm trying to remember what it was. But 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, yeah. This is like weird stuff because like Mirage, I didn't want to end on it. IP, I didn't want to end on it. I just wanted to end on this and Ruler. I didn't want to do anything else, and then I just wanted to play freely, and it pretty much worked. This isn't the best version. I feel like Megalith is the best version, but this version is very, very strong. So that was the extra deck. I can't say enough good things about these two. These were stupid. These, because of Fucho. Don't know how good it is. Still have to kind of tweak out with it. Maybe try out something with deck dev or something crazy like that, you know? Like, got to see how good it is. These two. Because you need more copies of those two.
Yep.
The power card in Drytron that you never want to put in your side deck, but sometimes has to go to your side deck just because talents is talents, and it's like you can't not play it in Drytron. You got to play it somewhere, and I hate it. I don't like prosperity like that. I love talents like that, but like you need the consistency in that version to be able to get to what you want. And then the rest of this is just cards that still matter. I could play more Ultimate Slayers, but I feel like you don't want to side into that card because anti-spell is anti-spell. And you shouldn't let like a powerful card just get you kind of caught in the vortex where you don't see what the game is. Anti-spell is still anti-spell. And then, you know, Triple Twin, kind of want to try a reboot, but then I don't need it in this deck exactly. I need it in like Fluandries because, you know, deck dead.
You try hard not to get mine.
Right.
You don't want to lose the mine.
I don't want to lose the mine, and like reboot only comes up. I'm saving it for deck dev decks because that's where it benefits me the most, and that's it. So,
yeah.